Hello again everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. We are back in Lowtown here and yeah, we're gonna have another little look around the area because we haven't had a good look around the place too far.
Sorry if that's too personal.
It's all right. I was a soldier and he was a Templar. We knew that our personal lives would have to wait. Distance never mattered. But we ran out of time. It is what it is.
Oh.
Now that he's gone, do you ever wish?
That's too personal.
Ah. Do be careful, Bethany. You don't want to anger Aveline. The elven alienage of the city elves. When the whole exhausted march of the Dales results in the dissolution of the Elven Kingdom, leaving a great many elves homeless once again, the divine Renata I declared that all lands loyal to the Chantry must give the elves refuge within their own walls. Considering the atrocities committed by the elves of the Red Crossing, this was a great testament to the Chantry's charity. There was one condition, however: the elves were to lay aside their pagan gods and live under the rule of the Chantry. So the elves refused our goodwill. They banded together to form the Wandering Dalish Elves, to keep in their old elven ways and their hatred of humans alive. To this day, Dalish elves still terrorize those of us who stray too close to their camps. Most of the elves, however, saw that it was wisest to live under the protection of humans, and so we took the elves into our cities and tried to integrate them. We invited them into our homes and gave them jobs as servants and farmhands. Here in Denerim, the elves even have their own quarter, governed by an elven keeper. Most have proven to be productive members of society. Still, a small segment of the elven community remains dissatisfied. These troublemakers and malcontents roam the streets, causing mayhem, rebelling against authority, and making a general nuisance of themselves. I love that. A general nuisance of themselves. The worst kind.
Don't live here actually have it worse. I'd hate to be an elf in Darktown.
Jesus. Kirkwall, the Elven Alienage. Lowtown is home to a squalid elven alienage. Here, like in most Thedas alienages, elves are packed into tiny rundown apartments and effectively segregated from the human population. Kirkwall's alienage is even more dilapidated than the rest of Lowtown, but the elves go to great lengths keeping the place looking bright and festive. The Venadal, Tree of the People, standing in the middle of the alienage, is a symbol for elven pride and shared cultural identity, and it is lovingly cared for. It's difficult to say if the elves would continue confining themselves to the alienage if they were given the chance to mingle. They may not admit it, but some feel that living among their kind is far better than living with humans, no matter how terrible alienage life may be. That's quite rude. We're not that bad. Most of us. Some of us are cunts, but, you know, there. There's a crate there. Stamina drought. Seriously, why are there so many potions just knocking around here? It's bizarre. Alienage culture. This will be an interesting read. There have always been alienages. They have been around for as long as elves and shems have lived in the same lands. Ours isn't even the worst. They say that Val Royo has 10,000 elves living in a space no bigger than Denerim's market. Their walls are supposedly so high that daylight doesn't reach the Venadal until midday. But don't be so anxious to start tearing down the walls and picking fights with the guards. They keep out more than they keep in. We don't have to live in here, you know. Sometimes a family gets a good break and they buy a house in the docks or the outskirts of town. If they're lucky, they come back to the alienage after the looters have burned their house down. The unlucky ones just go to the pauper's field. Here we're among family. We look out for each other. Here we do what we can to remember the old ways. The flat ears who have gone out there, they're stuck. They'll never be human, and they've gone and thrown away being elven too, so where does that leave them? Nowhere. Interesting way of looking at things. I suppose people just want freedom, though. Right, so where should we go now? Last option is to leave the area. That's Gammon's house, that's the hangman, we've been in there, yeah. Right. What's around this area, I wonder?
Hey, didn't you work with the Red Iron?
Yes. What is your point? What is the point you're trying to make there? So there's nothing down here. That's just the option to leave the area. No problem. Right, what else is there in this lovely town? Spindleweed. It's just growing outside somebody's house, apparently. Resources like this allow crossing to create items. Grab more powerful items, you'll need to discover made varieties of resources. Once you've finally given varieties, crafts will always have access to it. The resources not consumed when you order items. Whew! You have to read those quickly. They disappear like nothing. It is an old country saying that spindleweed grows best for the sorrowful. Verdant spindleweed in the household garden has often brought neighbours, offering consolation, usually without even asking what might be wrong. This originates from the plants used as seasoning for dishes meant to speed the recovery of the infirm. A person who grows much of it is likely caring for the fatally ill. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm guessing down here just leads, yeah, to a leaving area as well. Oh, an armor stand. Interesting.
Don't get stabbed again. Buy armor today.
Don't get stabbed. Right. That's excellent advice. Thank you. Do appreciate that. Now, what can be bought here? We did get quite a lot of gold from that from all the items. That's good. See, that's really nice. That's a really nice shield. Was that compared to Aveline's? Oh, that's so much better. We'll buy that shield. What about the armor? It's good armor, to be fair. Again, nice armor, but yeah. Right, so we'll equip that on Aveline, like so. And we'll sell that shield back. If we can actually access it, there we go. So sell the shield. Sell the shield. Oh, we didn't even sell the junk we have, did we? Oh, we did. Did we? No. Sell the junk. Boom. There we go. Some rubble. Foundry district.
Alright, the rusty metal spike district. My favorite part of town. Can we leave now?
The rusty metal spike district. Oh wow. They just genuinely look like there's nothing here, to be fair. Like, it seems decrepit, if anything. So yeah, we've checked Lordtown pretty thoroughly, I want to say. Of course, this is purely in daytime.
Have you anything to spare?
No. I mean, look at me. I'm very clearly very poor. I'm only wearing this blood dragon armor to try and appear wealthy, but I'm actually not at all. Right, let's leave the area. So we can go to the docks. There's Darktown as well. It's Hightown. Let's go to the docks. We've never been to the docks yet, so... Tactics! Yay! Whew! Right. What are we gonna find here? There's options to gather our party. Which we have no need to do right now. Hello.
I seek any information on suspected apostates.
She's not no. No. Nothing there. Nothing there for you to see. Nothing there. Nope. Definitely don't have an apostate with me. She's definitely not my sister. She's no. Nope. Wrong. Totally wrong. Nope.
I think the Canary is spying on us. Good work, Breakback. There's a bonus if we get through our manifest early. Save it for your missus, boss. The work is getting done.
Save it for your missus. Wow. Ah, this is the Canary compound.
The alienage is dirty, crowded, and full of awful elven diseases. Ugh.
You sound so up yourself, it's not even funny.
Gates to the Canary. They do not like visitors.
Go away, human. This ground is ours by treaty.
Can I not just come in and say hello? Apparently not. Canary are not the best minglers, clearly. Wonder if Sten's with them. Could he be? Well, can't remember what Sten did.
Watch out by the Canary compound. They seem very angry.
Yeah, that's just the Canary in general. They are generally completely miserable people.
I should have left my good shoes at home.
You have different pairs of shoes, Bethany? I wasn't aware of this. I thought you wore. I thought you just wore one pair, but obviously not. Oh, shady merchant! I'm sure that this guy will be an absolute blast to
Just don't ask where anything came from.
associate with.
Feel free to look at my merchandise, if you've the coin.
Selling someone in a random corner in the docks. That's. You just don't get better than that, do you? You really don't. So none of this is any good to us. No. Don't need them. That's a nice belt, to be fair, but we have plenty of nice belts and stuff in our homestead if we need new ones. So in the future, anyway. So I think for now we're good.
If the best thing you can say is that the blight didn't get here, it's a crap hole.
It's not the nicest place to live, is it, by the looks of things? Like, when you compare it to the places like Denham and even Redcliffe, it's not.
These docks are run tighter than the ships we load.
You said it, bro.
Want to live in there?
I think that's what people say when they simply walk past Kirkwall.
Figures.
Good work.
I'm doing it. Don't get your ass in a twist.
Yeah. People just walk past Kirkwall and go, would want to live in there. And you know what? They're probably right. That's another exit to the area. It's around here. Anything or nothing? Nothing at all. Right. Feels like there's a lot more dead ends in this city than there is in there was in most of the cities in Origins. What's Woodrow's warehouse? I'm sure there's going to be absolutely nothing here. Oh, there's a crate here though. What's in this one? More little smithers of gold. Well, I'll say gold, silver and copper. So there's a warehouse here, but you can't go in it right now. There's a lot of stuff which looks like it's going to be more useful to us later on in the game, but for now, there'd be nothing.
Have faith, and the Maker will return.
No, he's been quite a while. Right, so let's leave this area. Nothing for us here by the looks of things. Right, so where do we want to go now? Should we go to Darktown? Let's go to Darktown, because I'm sure nothing bad can come of going to a place called Darktown. This looks horrible. This genuinely just looks terrible.
I believe you lost this.
There you go.
You did this. Without being begged and thrice paid. Interesting.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry I couldn't get you more information about the Circle, Bethany. It's difficult without naming you.
Thank you for being discreet. I don't want the Templars at my door.
No one does.
Let them corral the troublemakers. I just want information.
Right.
It sounds like I'm trying to convince myself, doesn't it?
I wouldn't have said, but yes.
Fair.
Dark.
Tom Wise.
Is the real dark. Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since Mirren hired me for that Red Iron job. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the Deep Roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
I'm sure.
It's a risk, but if we succeed, it'll be worth it.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? The Red Iron's been scarce. And business has been
Poisons.
slow.
Oh.
You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality.
Thanks, dude.
Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
Debilitating poison. What a lovely, lovely thing. We need 1 deep mushroom for that. Right, what else? What else are we gonna find down here then?
Where else can we go? Nowhere, that's where.
Oh! Holy shit! Why the what's going on? Well, I was not expecting that. Apparently, Darktown, you just get randomly ambushed. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Good stuff, I suppose. Guess I have to be on our guard then. Battle axe. Can't imagine that's. No, it's two-handed. I don't want to use two-handed weapons. I'm a sword and shield man. I'm very boring. The game should know this by now.
Take what I like. That's what I say.
Take what I like. Yeah, sure. Oh god, more of them. Why is this? Wow, that arrow rain is impressive. Well, you know, we're getting ambushed left, right, and centre, but we are also, you know, slaughtering them, so not really much to worry about.
I miss Ferelden. I had a puppy.
Aww, poor thing. Poor thing.
Rule of thumb: if the criminal runs to the sewers, he's gone.
That's fair. Death root. Death root has been used in magic and potion making for centuries. It's a fragile-looking plant with a thin stalk and purple flowers, which fruits once a year, developing bright with fleshy pods that cause disorientation and dizziness if ingested. There are 2 varieties. The more common Arcanist death root was first found by Archon Hadrianus when he discovered it growing on several dead slaves. Ugh. The other, Lunatic's death root, is most closely associated with the story of the courtesan Melusine, who sought revenge on a powerful magister and his family. She harvested the plant, baked it into small pies to the magister's banquet, and presented them to the magister at a banquet. All the guests were seized by terrifying hallucinations after eating the pies and tore each other to pieces. Wow, that's dark.
Older than sister was.
Like, that is just, that's dark, yeah. Oh, we're gonna get attacked again. No, these are just slavers. So we should probably attack these guys, to be honest with you, because they're clearly horrible people, but...
Mind your manners. This is my territory.
Danzig. Sister Plinth's remains. Question of the remains of Sister Plinth. The remains of a missionary sister who sought to bring the chance of light to the dark places of Kirkwall. The Chantry archivists are always looking to catalogue their lost on the memorial wall. Okay, so we have that to turn in. Doesn't really bode well for us that they were just sitting there next to a bunch of slavers, but yeah. Right, so we'll head to the northern area of this horrible place now. God knows what else we'll find. Probably more ambushes. Oh no, that's not the right place to go. It's this way. It's very judgmental, that, isn't it? We're not all rich. For good or ill, the Emporium has put its stamp on Thedas forever. The old Imperial Highway is still in use across most of Thedas. The ruins of Tevinter Fortress and centres of magical studies still litter our landscape, long after the glory of the Imperium dimmed. But the influence of that ancient empire goes deeper than this. Without Tevinter, there would have been no Blight, no Andraste, no Chantry. Every aspect of our world would be altered. The might and majesty of the Emporium may have faded, but it still makes its presence known, even in the most distant corners of Thedas. Every child has been brought up on stories of Tevinter as it is now, a decadent nation ruled by the Archon and his court of magisters, great and no doubt corrupt mage lords. Their chantry and mockery of our own. Their Black Divine, a man chosen from the ranks of the Minratha's circle of Magi, the Maker's most hallowed law. Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him perverted. Mages in the Emporium say their most sacred duty is to serve man, and they serve best by wielding political power. And the worst, that which blessed Andraste must weep to see, all of it is built on a foundation of slavery. While most nations forbid the buying and selling of slaves within their own borders, nearly everyone ships her people to the Emporium for sale, skirting the prohibitions against such atrocities and feeding the Emporium's endless hunger for bodies. To fight the Canary, to work the mines and quarries, to build the palaces of the Magisters, to sweep the crumbling streets and turn the middens and serve at the whim of their mage overseers. Not the most purest of place, then, is the Tevinter Emporium, really. Right, on that note, we shall end this episode here, guys, so thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you in the next episode of Dragon Age 2. Thanks again, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.